Do you think that this has anything to do with an object or objects outside of our solar system?
It's one of the possibilities you have to consider.
Give me a second one.
That they live here, that they've always lived here.
Meaning?
That they've always lived on Earth, that they've been here longer than us, that they're cryptoterrestrials. Maybe they live in the ocean. Maybe they live here separated from us by some thin psychic dimensional membrane that move back and forth. There are a lot of exotic ideas that have been explored and discussed behind closed doors.
The cryptoterrestrial hypothesis basically sort of maintains that we are sharing the planet with a species that's possibly as far in advance of us as we are as from chimpanzees in certain areas of development. Not necessarily everything. We obviously have some things that the alleged cryptoterrestrials, or CTs as I refer to them for brevity, don't have, like a global infrastructure. I think it seems likely to me that the CTs utilize imagery that we associate with extrasolar aliens to disguise their presence, to kind of mask where they're coming from, and to throw us off the scent. I think one thing that this secret civilization among us has going for it is a very prolonged, maintained, and very well-cultivated sense of stealth. I think that they thrive on secrecy. I think that's a big asset. I think they're flesh and blood. I think a lot of them could possibly pass for human. And I think that they share the planet with us, and I think they're nomadic, and it seems to me that they are here to stay in the sense that they've been here a long time. If you look at folklore, we find recurring references to them in different disguises, but then again, that seems to be kind of the hallmark of the whole thing. I think that UFOs are their latest disguise because we automatically associate that with aliens from other planets. And there's nothing inherently unsound about the extraterrestrial hypothesis, and it's not mutually incompatible with the cryptoterrestrial idea, but nevertheless, I think that when we look at the evidence of like hybridization programs like Bud Hopkins and David Jacobs, I don't see what sense that would really make if it's an extrasolar species interacting with us. Why they would have any interest in human DNA like they're alleged to have. On the other hand, if we share a common ancestor with these beings, these people, it begins to make sense. And when you look at certain cases that have reproductive overtones, it's very interesting to consider that we're dealing with a genetically impoverished species right here on Earth that is utilizing us for genetic stock. Because it's very likely that if the cryptoterrestrials are indeed real and indeed sharing the planet with us, that they are marginalized and that they have a very compromised population. If that's so, then they might very well need to replenish their genetic stock from time to time. And to do so under the auspices of being aliens from another star system, another planet, would fall right into kind of what we expect. And it would be the perfect smokescreen, I think. I think it would be very effective, and I think it would fool a great many people. And if you look at popular culture, where we tend to be fascinated by accounts of aliens, to the point where the word aliens is synonymous with the extraterrestrial hypothesis. But I don't think the extraterrestrial idea is the final word. I think it's worth considering, but I also think that the idea that we're sharing the planet, as ludicrous as it may sound when you first consider it, has some good circumstantial evidence to back it up and to complement some of the ideas associated with it. So I wouldn't rule it out at all, and I think it's a real intriguing idea, and the more I look into it, the more credible I find it.